Hey guys, what's up? MJ DeMarco here, author of The Millionaire Fast Lane, and today I want to discuss with you your conveyor belt for health and wealth. When I say conveyor belt, what I'm referring to there is basically when I go to the grocery store, I'm what you call a cart creeper or a conveyor belt creeper. I like eavesdropping and peering into the food people are buying and then matching it up with the person buying it. And you know what? 95% of the time, it is an exact match. So here's an example. The last time I was at the grocery store, the woman in front of me starts unloading her cart, starts putting the food on the conveyor belt, and what do I see? I see mayonnaise. I see ranch dressing. I see potato chips. I see ice cream. I see a block of cheese. I see frosted flakes. I see donuts. But wait a second, not just any donuts, I see reduced fat donuts. And of course, my favorite of all, I see a carton of Diet Coke. So, if you were to make an educated guess at what this woman looked like, what would it be? Fit as a fiddle, like a world-class athlete? Or would she have been fat and morbidly obese? Well, if you guessed the latter, you'd be exactly right. This woman was about 220 pounds. She was obese, she was fat, and yet, does it surprise you? Probably not, because all you have to do is look at her conveyor belt. Her conveyor belt exposes her process. Think about that for a moment. It's so powerful. Her conveyor belt exposes her daily dietary decisions. There probably was $100 worth of food on that conveyor belt. She can't eat that in one sitting. It will take her a week, if not a couple weeks, to eat all that food. So what you have there is her process. You have her daily decision making spread out for all to see. That's her process. And yet, how much you want to bet she's aware she's obese, but she's not concerned with the process, because if she was, the conveyor belt would be different. She's concerned with the event. What's the event? Let's switch. Instead of buying regular donuts, let's buy reduced fat donuts. Instead of buying regular Coke, let's buy Diet Coke. Instead of exercising, let me take this little pill that's gonna make me thin in a few weeks. Instead of eating better, let's get some gastric bypass surgery. Or here's a good one. Instead of getting thin and changing the conveyor belt, let's buy this girdle or this bra that sucks in all the fat and makes you look 4 inches thinner. You see, that's the event. People, consumers, love the event. And it's a billion-dollar industry, if not a trillion-dollar industry, because people don't want to pay attention to the process. They don't want to pay attention to the stuff that's on that conveyor belt. So, let's translate this to wealth. Does wealth have a conveyor belt? Absolutely. Wealth's conveyor belt is the stuff you are putting into your mind, and it is how you are spending your time. So what is your conveyor belt? Is your conveyor belt spending 5 hours a day on Facebook building a fictitious farm? Is your conveyor belt that buddy of yours who is always drunk on the weekend and was caught stealing at the mall? Is that your conveyor belt? Is your conveyor belt that bag of weed behind the toaster? Is your conveyor belt hours and hours of American Idol? You know, the American Idol could be sitting next to me on a plane. I'd have no clue who it was, because it's not a concern of mine. It's not on my conveyor belt. Or is your conveyor belt the library? Is it books? Is it YouTube videos that are educating you like this one? Or is it the other YouTube videos, like the guy at Walmart, going to Walmart, Walla 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 Walmart, or maybe it's the guy at the Whole Foods parking lot? Is that your conveyor belt? You see, every day you are making decisions, you are making choices that highlights your process. It highlights your conveyor belt. Think about a conveyor belt. It moves. It moves. And you know what it moves to? It moves to a result. That's what it moves to. So next time you're at the grocery store, check out people's conveyor belts. It's moving toward a result, and the result is how they look. If they're obese, look at the conveyor belt and you will see exactly why, because it will expose their process. If you're poor and you're struggling financially, look at your process. What are you doing every day that hasn't changed? What are you doing every day that is not delivering you to a better result? So, to wrap this up, if you want to change the result, if you want to change, you have to change your process. When you change your process, it happens in daily decision making, daily choices, not one decision. Doesn't happen once. It's not an event, it's a process. So, thanks for watching. The name's MJ DeMarco, author of The Millionaire Fastlane. Have a fantastic day.